And now these superstars are taking that final measure to settle their differences.
4 walls to keep you in and everyone else out. This match is brutal. This match is physical. And this match is personal. Oh, what a right hook. This is going to get ugly. Air raid crash.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person to make a statement. Just tossed. She get airline miles for that.
I imagine that there's a certain amount of strategizing that comes with competing in a submission match.
There surely is, but being able to adapt on the fly is just as important. You can strategize to take out an arm, but if the leg becomes a weaker target, your game plan must change.
Overwhelming offense now from Bronson Reed.
Khali needs to be resourceful. Find a moment to strike.
Khali now trying to capitalize.
Going counter for counter now. Can it be capitalized on?
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. And that looked like a rag doll being thrown around.
Flapjack.
Face first.
Khali a step ahead. What's Khali thinking here?
Pow! What a shot. Scaling the steel cage wall.
Determined to make it up the cage, balance and a tight grip were key.
Pow!
Power bomb! He comes crashing back down. You gotta shake it off and bounce back.
An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from balance to mobility. It can drastically limit.
Serves him right for running his mouth.
He's motioning to the referee, looking to get the cage door open. Oh, he cuts it off.
Connecting flush on the back of the head.
Hoisted up and air raid crash.
Unfeasible movement, Eddie.
Uh-oh. Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal. Grabbing something out of their trunk. Oh, no.
A reversal. Well scouted. Oh, a big boot.
Oh, no. Trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
Stopped cold with a clothesline.
And Reed didn't find a defense for that attack.
Yeah, Khali's just using his size and strength.
Making a move up the cage wall here.
And he has started to ascend the cage wall now. And now perched at the top of the steel cage. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top.
He's so close he can taste it just a little further.
Oh, wasn't fast enough there.
And all that progress comes to an end. Ooh. He's pulled back down mid-climb.
Just barely getting up the cage wall. They're gonna have to find a better opening next time.
Counters with an attack on Reed.
Pulled out of the corner. And a mind-melting headbutt.
Gonna scale the cage wall now.
Oh, gotta keep your balance, man. Trying to scale that cage wall.
He's going to ascend the cage. And he's done it. Made it all the way up the side of the cage. Khali now on the offensive. What's he about to do? Boom! Did you hear the impact? He's able to counter that. Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. Wrenching the submission even tighter. We could see him tap at any moment now.
Yeah, he needs to figure out a way out of this hold. He needs to find some sort of respite.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Up and Khali bomb.
What a counter! They are fading off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down
And a series of vicious stomps.
Bronson Reed
With a Death Valley driver. Absolutely crushing display of power from the big Aussie. Suplex lands. Quick counter there.
What reflexes to stop Khali?
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Spine buster. And here he goes. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position.
The spine being put under a tremendous amount of pressure here.
So many nerves in your spine.
Boston Crab, no more.
Bronson, once again with a display of power.
It's over. The great Khali is done.
Using every ounce of energy to make the climb up the cage.
Having a seat at the very top of the steel cage. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
He's almost there, but it looks like he's struggling to get that other leg out.
An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson Reed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Or at least what's left of one.
Celebrating now, visiting the medical facility tomorrow. The cage is secure, the bell is rung, and these two are about to prove who the better superstar is.
Some of the most heated rivalries in our history have been resolved in the cage. There are no shortcuts inside that steel structure, so you have to give everything you've got in a cage match, because your opponent certainly is.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Khali now on the offensive.
Eating the soul of the boot. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Early on in a submission match, I have to think you want to protect your joints as much as possible.
Oh, absolutely. And you have to attack your opponent's joints whenever you see the opportunity. It doesn't matter which one, you just have to attack without mercy, and you should soften them up for the final submission. Got out of the way of that one.
Vicious clothesline.
And he's signaling for the door.
Hey, go for the easy win. Why not?
Looking like a rugby match with that tackle. Hurled around like a rag doll.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Clubbing away with forearm after forearm. Look at these cross faces. Oh, tossed aside.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Tossing them aside.
Bronson Reed is feeding off the energy in the WWE Universe.
And Khali's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Perhaps Khali needs to go back to the drawing board.
And that was a rough landing from that toss.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
And that toss got some hang time. Oh, he fends that off. And Khali is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
Maybe Khali's found a new source of it.
And here we go. The Boston Crab, no more.
Here comes Reed.
And a running senton connects.
It's like an SUV falling on you.
Focused on weakening that arm.
Oh, man, that will break you down.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
Brutal blow right there, dog.
Oh, an arm breaker.
Trying to take away that grip, that range of motion on that end.
He's clawing his way up the side of the cage here.
Trying to stay sure-footed on the way up.
Climbing, headed for the top of the cage. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
Oh, this is the hard part now. He better know what he's doing.
Oh, that got turned around on Reed. What do they have? What? Oh! Oh, no!
Bronson expected that one. Stumbling back up, might have double vision.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Check your face after that one.
Oh, man! Intercepted the attack with a kick to the face.
And he fills off the attack.
Another blow to the body. I think the game plan is pretty clear now.
Elbow to the heart.
Torturing the leg right there.
Oh, what ace!
Bronson Reed, he's gonna set it up. Six driver. Did Bronson get all of it?
What punishment being dealt by Reed?
Bronson Reed incessant in his approach.
Oh, what a collision! And he does not care about appearances. He wants to walk out of this cage via the front door and nowhere else.
Uh-oh. Cross the shoulders. Air raid crash.
Here he goes, up the wall of the steel cage.
Using the top rope to start the climb.
One leg in the cage and one towards victory. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage and he's home free.
Not a lot of room for error up here.
Carefully planning his escape. It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson Reed.
An always thrilling steel cage match. Unpredictable to the very end, but there's the survivor.
Big Bronson Reed did exactly what he came here to do, and that's wreck the competition.
The door is locked. The referee has rung the bell, and this steel cage match is officially underway. Forearm right to the jaw. And he retaliates. What a display of strength here. Getting tossed around. An unyielding showing of authority. No two ways about it. So much carnage can happen inside the steel cage. Corey, what is a safe strategy in this one?
I don't think safety is a concern inside the cage. You need to embrace the carnage and inflict as much damage as possible, or you're the one who's going to end up staring at the lights in the end.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Pull the hair. And turning it into a mat slam. And Khali didn't find a defense for that attack. What reflexes to stop Khali?
The sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Oh, did you hear the sound that made?
Oh, what a headbutt.
Boom.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
What a throw.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person to make a statement.
Tossed around like a rag doll. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Khali now trying to capitalize. Clothesline! Off with their head. Overwhelming offense now from Bronson Reed.
Perhaps Khali needs to go back to the drawing board.
Elbow drop!
Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
Testing the limits of that leg here.
Bronson Reed just goading his opponent.
Oh, that'll weaken your arm.
Just breaking down the body here.
And Khali didn't find a defense for that attack.
Bronson showing an aggression that won't be contained.
Going for the legs, going right after the base.
And Khali's having trouble managing this onslaught. Bronson Reed, a sit-out X-driver.
It's all over, Khali. It's done.
The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen.
He climbed to the top of the cage, but now his choices are limited. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
He's halfway home. Time to start the descent.
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson Reed.
The steel cage is locked, and this match is underway.
You can see it in their eyes. These superstars know just what awaits them in this match. And it isn't at all pretty.
Caught with the elbow.
submission being applied. Now taking control. Escape and a takedown.
Getting out of harm's way. Attacking with full force.
It's got to be hard not to feel like a bit of a caged animal inside the steel cage.
Oh, yeah. And quite frankly, that's what you gotta act like. This is a cutthroat situation. You can't hold back once that cage is locked.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
Oh, just tossing them with ease.
Khali is now under pressure.
Reads a wrecking ball in motion.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Big suplex. Got him up there, got him high. But wait a minute, drops behind. Khali might be waking up.
Could be a chance for Khali to change the complexion of this match. Followed immediately by a big elbow.
Tossed like a sack of potatoes.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Chopping down the tree right at the trunk.
And Reed is taking command of this one.
Looks like the great Khali's having trouble generating any sort of defense.
And Khali gets knocked off his game there.
Bronson Reed putting that throwback strength of his to good use.
Ouch. Bronson Reed, he's got his opponent up.
With a jagged edge.
Absolutely crushing display of power from the big Aussie.
Inching closer and closer to the top of the cage.
And he's on to the top as this crowd holds their breath. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top.
He's trying to get over. He knows victory is right there, man.
Bronson Reed with the victory.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson.